So we're here with Torben from Diorama.
Yes.
At the Summer Darkness Festival.
Yes.
In Utrecht, where you have just played.
Mm-hmm.
So how was the concert? Did you enjoy it?
We had a few technical issues before the show. This is why we had to cut the set down to about 50 minutes. We were planning to play 1 hour, and we were not allowed to play the 2 last songs, and we were very sad about it because this would have, just won the house for us. But no, honestly, it was a nice show. The audience is great as always. We really like Holland as a place to play it, and Summer Darkness is a really personal, intimate festival with a lot of dedicated people behind it. So it was nice. It was hot though.
Yeah, very hot.
Sweating like hell.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So you have just released the new LP.
Mm-hmm.
Even the devil doesn't care. So how is the LP doing? Is it doing good?
In terms of?
Yeah, in terms of response.
In terms of response, it's doing highly good. Yes,
yeah.
I would say. The critiques that we've received and the comments have been overwhelming, and this is something that makes me really proud because I also think it's a really good album, and I'm really proud of it. And it's not self-evident. It's really special that people react that kind of way.
Yeah, you played 3 songs, I think, from this new LP.
Yes, we would have played 4 actually.
4? You would have played.
The 4th song would have been the last one. Yeah.
I think La Maison du Tigre was the first one, and then Hope and
The Scale.
And The Scale.
Yes.
Yeah. The Scale and Hope are very strong songs, and they give a very good effect. And La Maison du Tigre, does it refer to this hotel in Strasbourg? I did some Googling, but the only thing I found about La Maison du Tigre was a hotel.
This is actually where the song was born, yeah.
Ah.
Also where the album was initiated.
Oh, yeah.
We met in this hotel with everybody. It was a time where Sasha, the guitar player, was living in Switzerland, and he's still living in Switzerland, but Felix was living at that time in Paris, in France, job-wise. And he has returned in the meantime, but at that time he was in Paris, so we were pretty much spread all over the place. And Strasbourg was a nice middle point to meet at. And we found this hotel by accident, and I found it. I found it a really nice place, and we were highly creative at that time. We had a nice 3-day weekend off, and this is where we made the first song from the new album, and this is why it's called La Maison du Tigre.
Mm-hmm. That's what makes it good with technology right now. You can record just about anywhere.
And we didn't have any neighbors in the hotel, so we couldn't make it really loud.
Because I remember you used to have this mobile studio, but now you just need a laptop, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
To collect ideas.
Yeah.
To make them sound good, and to make sure that you employ every tool that might be useful for the outcome. It is important to have a quiet studio environment, but just to collect the concept of a song or a basic idea. It's very, very handy and very helpful.
Yeah.
To only have to rely on a laptop.
Yeah. And so how did you basically divide the work when when you created this album? Do you basically write all the songs, or is Felix also write a little bit?
For this album, I guess it really depends on the release. But for the latest album, I think most of the songs were written by myself, and 2 or 3 songs were written by myself and Felix, so he has an important influence, and he's also an important opinion giver.
Yeah.
And I take his opinion very serious.
Mm-hmm.
So he is a very integral part of Diorama, but most of the songwriting and of the productions were undertaken by myself.
And what about the concept for the concerts?
Yeah.
For the previous tour, you had this cube. which was a little bit awkward to move about, to tour with.
Yeah.
So here, of course, it was a little bit a festival setup. But do you have a concept for the live
yes.
stage?
You haven't seen a concert of the last tour,
no.
have you? Yeah, you would have seen the 2 screens that we employ on stage, with a special video show designed to fit to each track.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we were not able to show it tonight because it didn't work with the beamer, the computer and the beamer. They.
Oh, so you were planning to?
Yes, of course, but they didn't like each other. So obviously it didn't work, and at a certain point of time I gave up. So we didn't show the video program tonight. But this is the visual.
Yeah.
Concept.
That's the one you showed in Leipzig. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. What about the style? I mean, this is a typical tricky question for Diorama, for the musical style. There's a lot of influences, a lot of different kind of crossover music.
Yeah.
And I like to think that you're not really to be pinned down to one particular style like synth pop or anything like that. That you're more like a crossover band, like other bands like that are Radiohead or Nine Inch Nails and this kind of Porcupine Tree, even so.
Thank you.
Like that you mix different types of music in such a way that you can't really say is it really synth pop or is it progressive or is it pure pop? Or what is your view on this?
The question is, I never really cared about it.
Yeah. It's more for journalists.
Yeah, maybe yes, and not only. It's also for the bookers, the organizers of festivals. Is it a synth pop band? Is it a gothic band? Is it a rock band? Is it a, they tend to book bands from each genre to attract different audiences, which is fine. But for me personally, it doesn't play a role, not at all.
It's just music.
I guess the term dark wave would fit most. Mm-hmm. To the style we're in, but this is just my personal attitude. I gave up on looking for a description. I think that we have built a certain niche, which has advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
But I think people.
Do you get booked in other scenes, like than the dark scene?
Not really.
Not really. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's really a ghetto. Huh?
It's
a nice ghetto.
It's a beautiful ghetto. But
in Germany, it's a nice ghetto.
Of course, you always meet the same 100 people everywhere you go, and this has been the same situation over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Which is great because once you're a part of this scene, it's not easy to kick you out. But
did you have a song that nearly crossed over, like "Synthesize Me" or something that's sort of?
Never substantially. Never substantially. We're getting feedback from listeners from all kinds of genres.
Yeah.
Metal fans who write us say, normally I don't listen to the synth pop shit, but you're pretty okay. Or I don't know, music lovers that are not linked to a certain scene but are just interested in what they consider good music. And these are of course reactions that we're getting, but this is no substantial success in another scene or in terms of being booked to huge festivals and stuff. This is something we never really.
This is strange. I mean, this is strange phenomenon.
Could achieve,
Yeah, it's a strange phenomenon. It's not the first time that I hear about this kind of problem.
And we're not the only band.
Yeah.
But of course, I mean, when you have reached a certain position within a certain scene, this is something you can build something up on.
Yeah.
And in every scene you would really start as a newcomer again.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah. And when you compose music, usually you compose it in a room, in a small room. Do you think about live, the way it's going to be played live?
A very good question. Yes. I'm starting to do this more and more.
Yeah.
Whenever we have a rough idea of a song and it starts to take shape and the sounds start to mingle and the result is more and more feelable. Now I say I'm really looking forward to play this live.
Yeah.
And this has an impact on the way we continue to produce the song. You know, we want it to be powerful. We want it to be, you know, massive and have, you know, a good volume to it. And yeah, in the past, I wasn't so much considered or worried about these aspects. I was just trying to make the song work.
Yeah.
And I even would say for the first one or two or three albums, I wrote smaller songs, more intimate songs, more personal songs.
Yeah.
And at least with the last two albums, I started to pump up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And what about your project now? So you're going to be touring in Germany, I think, eh?
The next concert is going to be Mariluna Festival in Hildesheim in August, 2 weeks from now, I think. And then we have 3 single shows in was it Berlin and Munich and one of these 3 shows is a festival actually in near Leipzig, and that's maybe about it this year. The only exception is Mexico City in November. So this is
so you get a fan base there.
Yes, yeah, we do.
Also Latin America.
Yes.
South America?
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we do. And I wish we could play there once.
Yeah.
So it's a really long-standing dream.
Thank you very much, Torben.
Phil, thank you. And now I have another sip of beer. I'm drinking all the time. You didn't even.